And quite frankly, you're lying to yourself if you think that you are spending hundreds of dollars more on groceries now. It's just not true. But as Americans, we have got to get a grip and get some basis in reality here. Hello! So we are still going through the comments on our 25 ways to beat rising food prices in 2021. Wow, we really hit a nerve by saying that your grocery bill does not have to go up. Doesn't have to grow up. Your grocery bill does not have to go up. Grocery prices have actually only risen about on the top 5%. And quite frankly, you're lying to yourself if you think that you are spending hundreds of dollars more on groceries now. It's just not true. And we proved it and we proved it and we proved it in our video. We showed all over the country. I showed ads all over the country and people still were commenting, well, you showed prices from California and I'm in Oklahoma and I can't get them that cheap. Are you kidding me? Oklahoma is like one of the cheapest places to get groceries. We lived in Kansas, we know. So we're gonna touch on another comment here.
Well, what I was gonna say too, people get they don't understand when we say like 5% or something, that's an average.
Yeah.
But people are taking and going to their grocery store and picking out the 2 or 3, 4 items that are going up the highest and doing that. We're doing an overall average. You can't just go out and pick, 5 to 10 items and say, well, look at how high these are. When there's other things in the grocery store that's actually even going down less, you have to take an average. And nobody's taken the time to do that, I don't think.
All right, Rosette says, congrats on your low prices. You are being blessed. I wish I could say we have the same. Butter here is well over $4 a pound and $3.99 when on sale. Yeah, I find that hard to believe. Eggs, not organic or brown, fluctuate from $1.28 a dozen to well over $2. I'm sorry, $1.28 for a dozen eggs is not expensive at all.
No.
Bacon is $6.99 to $7.99 a pound. That's about average, I hate to tell ya. Last year, this time bacon was $2.99 a pound. Eggs were 68 cents a dozen. Butter was $1.99. Sugar was $1.58 for 4 pounds, and now well over $2. This may not be skyrocketing, but those on fixed incomes are struggling. You're on a fixed income. Are you struggling?
No, I'm not.
And I guess those with low incomes do feel like this is skyrocketing to them. You're on a low income. Do you feel it's skyrocketing to you?
I don't notice any difference.
Things are on sale now. Things on sale now are still more costly than they were a year ago. I figured our food prices have increased roughly 34% since last year this time. And yes, I'm being sarcastic. I have records of this, of what I paid then and what I pay now. I'm not out to argue with you. I just want you to know that we aren't as blessed as you are. Here's the thing. You are talking to two people who have lived in extreme poverty and on a fixed income. When I first got out on my own, lived on $300 a month, disability. Mom has lived on $750 a month on Social Security, on disability. We have a video on that. Feel free to go watch it and see how she does it. But let me tell you, for you to say that we are blessed to have these prices, that is just a lie straight from the pit of hell. That is not being blessed. That is called doing the work that you need to do to get grocery prices. And quite frankly, you need to get off your pity party and start doing something to save money on your groceries. Do I need to say anything else? Mom and
I feel the reaction.
Mom and I, the rising prices in 2021 video just really struck a nerve because we gave 25 ways for you to actually go out and save money on your grocery bill. And all these people are making excuses.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, okay, so beef has gone up 50, 60% in my town. Well, I'm just not going to buy beef.
Just
I will
chicken.
eat chicken. We will eat pork.
Do you guys not realize prices have gone up over the years all the time?
All the time.
It's getting worse, I admit, but it still has gone up. A lot of things have gone up.
And, you know, Mom and I want to get something in perspective here. What, 80% of the world probably?
Yeah.
70% of the world
At least 70% and
eats
probably more.
rice for every single meal or something to that effect. Rice and beans or rice. That's all they eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but as Americans, it is time you wake up and stop whining about how you can only eat keto, you can only eat paleo, you're diabetic, so you can't eat this, you're vegan, you can't eat this, you're vegetarian, you can't eat this. These people across the world are living on rice or rice and beans only for every single meal, years on end. There is not an obesity problem in those countries. So don't sit here and tell me that the only way you're going to take care of your diabetes is to eat bacon and cheese and steak on your keto diet. Sorry, I'm going to have a moment. But as Americans, we have got to get a grip and get some basis in reality here.
Well, you know, Grandma had diabetes really bad.
I know.
And I never once even, I mean, I knew she had diabetes, but most people never even realized she had it because we would sit down to the table and she would just eat a meal and she was controlling her diabetes, but she would eat it. Nobody knew it. She didn't go on and on. Well, I have to eat this. My mom would go buy groceries. She'd buy groceries just what all of us ate. And my grandma would sit down at the table and just eat a meal with us. Now, she maybe wouldn't eat like 2 pieces of pie at the end of the meal or something like that. But there is so much that everybody wants, I think people like in one way to feel special. You see what I mean? I'm special, so I have to have special food. I don't know, I don't know if it's for the attention, because people that are vegans do the same thing. Why do you have to go to somebody's house and say, well, I'm a vegan, so I wanted to let you know before I came? Why should you have to do that? You know, just go to the meal. Most people serve a salad. Most people serve a vegetable. You could eat potatoes, can't you? Most people have potatoes or rice. Why do you have to let them know you're vegan? You see what I mean? Or a vegetarian. Just say, no, thank you. I won't eat any chicken today, you know, or, you know, I'm on a vegan diet. But just sit down to the meal and eat the stuff you can. It's like, I'm special and I'm the most important person coming to this meal and you need to fix everything for me. I don't get on an airplane or call up the airplane before I fly on it and say, you know what? I don't like onions. So would you please, you know, get a special meal for me? Because I don't feel that food should have onions in it. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't dream of doing that. But how many people are vegans and call the airport up and say, I need a vegan meal? Why should you be any more special than me that doesn't like beans or onions? I don't call up and say, I don't like beans, so you know I'm not eating beans. I don't believe in eating beans. And you say, well, that's a special dietary need. Being a vegan really, unless you have some major weird medical condition,
it's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine if you want to do that. Our point is, stop being self-centered, selfish.
Hollering about how expensive it is for you to be on this diet now, whatever your diet is.
And so to go back to being blessed, because we have these grocery prices, first of all, you have to keep things in perspective. You may not be able to buy hamburger, but you know what? You can buy hamburger, unlike 3/4 of the world that can't. Mm-hmm. You can go out and buy chicken, unlike 3/4 of the world that can't. I'm taking a moment. But the amount of self-pity and whining
and wanting sympathy and want people to feel sorry for you and
laziness, flat out laziness, is just absolutely sickening nowadays. It's absolutely sickening.
And you know, I keep hearing, it's like it's like people are being brainwashed with the same mantras or same things. Like I don't know how people on a fixed income can function.
You've been on a fixed income for 35
but
years.
You know what? I just got back. I had to go to the
40 years.
I had to go to the senior citizen center just like 30 minutes ago. And I'm sitting there, and you're talking about how all these poor. First of all, my mom is on a fixed income, and she's doing better now in her life than she ever has. Do you know how many elderly I know like that have more money than Tar and Mike have, or a lot of other working people have? Yeah. But I just got back from this Citizens Center where these senior center where and they were talking. I was sitting and I had to wait, so I was listening to all these conversations, and the volunteers were helping. And you know what I heard while I was there? First of all, they get these meals 7 days a week brought to them for a very inexpensive price. We have free coffee and things in the cafeteria every day for you, different stuff for you to come here and just sit and visit with each other if you want. We have a medical room where you can go in there and you can get whatever medical supplies. If you need a walker, if you need even up to a special hospital bed, they were listing all this stuff out that you can get for nothing, for free. They listed that, we have somebody for $2.50 will run you around all day long to every store you need to go. They'll stop in front, let you get out, let you get in, go to the next store, carry your groceries, take you all the way back home for $2.50. We hear people, well, what am I? I'm an elderly and I don't have, a means of transportation. You go to places like this, and there's tons of things out there.
And they're all over the place.
They are all over. You say, well, I don't have one in my place. Well, then move to a place that does have one. But there's something. Every place has something of some sort. So, but it sounds like everybody's saying the same thing. Well, our senior citizens on a fixed income, I don't know how they're making it. Why? Because that sounds so sympathetic, and let's feel sorry for the people that are on fixed income. Young people that are on minimum wage job, how are they going to make it on? Everybody else in the whole tons of generations past have made it on a minimum wage job or less when they were young people. Why is this generation any different? Because they have people like you feeling so sorry for them.
Because they're not blessed.
And whining and carrying on.
You maybe aren't blessed because you're not doing the work that you need to do to get these things.
People don't realize God expects you to do your part, and then He's going to do His part. Yep. But most of you not most of you, I shouldn't say that. A lot of you aren't willing to get up and do your part. You don't want it. You just want to sit there and have people feel sorry for you. And you've been brainwashed by the rest of the world and what you see on TV that, this is happening and this is happening. And so then you get fear in your heart. I bet you bottom line, you go a month, 2 months without watching any of this, your whole attitude in life would change. I bet you anything.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So go watch our 25 ways to beat rising food prices. And also, we are giving you our Dining on a Dime cookbook for free. The ebook is in our store. Use the coupon code DINING1 to get our free Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook. If it charges you money, don't buy it. Put the coupon code in. Visit us at livingonadime.com. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.